Hi! Welcome to Borderlands the pre-sequel. We're going to do a couple of missions here. All the Little Creatures, which is available in Triton Flats, right by the exit to Concordia. And also Grinders, which you pick up from Janey Springs in Concordia. I forget exactly when it becomes available. Sometime around Pity's Fall, but she'll have an exclamation mark over her head. Now, both of these are technically missions you can do at any point for experience, although realistically Grinders has a non-farmable boss who spits out a legendary Oz kit that we'll have a look at. Anyway, the first part of Grinders, follow the map. You basically fly forward from the Triton Flats spawn zone there to find this buggy, which looks like it's got a rocket launcher on the back, except it's a grinder. Sort of like a loot midget, really. Or a badass loot dude from BL2. Anyway, get the first grinder part out of there, the recombiner matrix or something. And then you want to head to Stanton's liver. Now, you just follow the minimap marker, but it's on the top right of the northeast, I guess, of Triton Flats. So now we've got two missions to do here. All the Little Creatures and Grinders. And All the Little Creatures is a little bit closer, so we're going to do that first and then run over to the train station. I've already cleared out the bad guys here. There's really quite a lot of them, so be careful. Also, the Excalibur bastard is on this level. I will link that in the description, probably. But you basically go exploring the map. And the secret monolith, the tribute to 2001: A Space Odyssey. Anyway, the pipe mission is here, All the Little Creatures. And what you need to do, contrary to what I believed, was turn all these off, not on, so you want to make them all red. And you can actually do it with 3 presses. If you go middle, right, left, that'll do it. But I was mucking around here. Yeah, so the very middle one, then the one on the right, then the one on the left, and they should all turn red. Then what will happen is that will vent, I guess drain the corrosive stuff down here in this pit, and then you need to shoot these little torque eggs, I guess. I don't really know what to call them. And then I brought up my badass jack to just deal with them, because shooting torques is a nightmare. Slamming them is actually quite a good idea, because they'll tend to cluster around your feet, so just jump, although it doesn't always work in low gravity. But for like the Titan Industrial Facility, it's a really good idea to do that. Well, not good necessarily, it's just easier than trying to shoot them while they're running around. Obviously Jack and Wilhelm have a slight advantage, but yeah, you kill them, the woman will be like, yeah, there's one in a container, and that'll pop out to kill that too. There it is, I think it's popped out there. But fortunately my badass Jack deals with it. Now the badass Jack, oh, physics, everything dropping through the floor, super annoying. Badass Jacks are pretty cool, except they do fire damage, which is not so cool. Especially when when they're shooting stuff with shields or shooting stuff in a vacuum. But anyway, next up we're going to do Grinders, the second part of Grinders. That involves going to the train station here. And it's a real shame the train stations aren't travel stations. That would be really fun. If there was like a little mission to activate them. Anyway, kill all those guys. It'll take a little while, and then you want to jump up here where the grinder is on the roof. There might be a couple of badasses you need to deal with, but that's just free loot, right? There's a chest up there too, don't miss that. My kit's full at this point because I've been foolish and not gone back and saved, so I apologise for making you watch that. But the grinder is just to the right there, you'll see it. You need to punch it, at which point Rooster Booster will turn up, and this is the guy who can't be farmed. I guess if you made a copy of your save file, you could do it, and his Oz kit that he drops is pretty amazing. I went and had a look on the Wikipedia. The Wikipedia? The Borderlands wiki, and that's it there. 60 health regeneration in atmosphere, or in a vacuum, and massive chance to set people on fire outside in atmosphere. So yeah, health regen in a vacuum, and it's a legendary as well. Sorry, legendary. I just pronounced things stupidly. Anyway, then you need to pick up three sticks of dynamite and a detonator. I nipped in there to get some air. My jumping was leaving a little bit to be desired. Then, rather than running back there, I've done this too many times, you need to put the explosives on the grinder and then drop down to just under this thing here. And then back up and put the detonator down and detonate those explosives. Kabloom! At which point the grinder up there will explode and you can grab the recombiner matrix. I think that's what it was. I forget what the other thing is then. Doesn't matter. 2 doodads to go in Janey's grinder. There's also an electric fence you may notice on the way back, so I'll show you how to do that. You basically want to head to the top as much as you can. And then it's on here just above a sign which says Scav's Rule or something like that. And you smash that jump pad Here it is here. But smash that jump pad and it will undo boosh the electric fence. It was actually quite nice. I got a rocket launcher from it, except my backpack was still full, so I didn't pick it up, and I've got one there. But I'm trying to work out how to kill Peapot at the moment to get that challenge. Fortunately, you can save and quit on Peapot. It doesn't register. He doesn't die. But it looks like he's got about 25,000 health on True Vault Hunter mode. But I digress. You want to go back and drop off this mission. There's a little shortcut there if you're on the Stingray. Drop off all the little creatures there, and then right next to that is the exit to Concordia. Don't pick up the other missions because I think both of those have blue rewards. You probably want to save till level 50. But yeah, no, don't take the grinder mission until level 50 if you are going to be farming, what's his name? Rooster Booster. But honestly, the drop rates on this are so bad that it's really not worth it. And they're a better Oz kits, I think, personally. Anyway, go back and see Janey after that. She'll tell you to put some stuff in the grinder and then pick up 3 guns and try them. I'm running super low on Moonshine. Moonstone. So I did not do a Moonstone grind, but I'll do another video about the grinder. And interestingly, the grinder's just been patched as of, a couple of days ago. So now 3 purples have a very small chance. By my estimates, it's about 1 in 10, 1 in 12, so somewhere between 8.5% and 10% of spitting out a legendary. If you just grind 3 purples, which is nice, but you can't use moonstones to increase that chance. But it just means farming bosses isn't quite as painful or pointless as it has always been. I know there's a lot of chatter on the forum about how it's a really bad idea, but people need to get over it. Anyway, not everyone has hundreds of hours to grind like I do. Anyway, here on the left is the Stanton's Liver Badass Challenges. You might want to check those too since you're going there. And on the right, Triton Flats Badass Challenges. Anyway, I hope that was useful. See you then. Bye.